The story of Romeo's ex-girlfriend is explored in the new Hulu comedy Rosalind, so let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services just like Hulu. If you guys are like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more up and coming content. A comedic retelling of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet told from the point of view of Romeo's jilted ex, Rosalind, the woman Romeo first claims to love before he falls for Juliet. Watching Rosalind brought back so many memories of high school when I had to read Romeo and Juliet in English class. I'm sure like a lot of you, you've read Romeo and Juliet in school. And my teacher wanted me to read the part of Romeo. Complained a lot that I wasn't enthusiastic about the role. Just my voice. As you guys know, I have a low voice and doesn't seem enthusiastic at times. Watching this film brought back several memories of enjoying the story, but having a hard time in English class with that story. But Rosalind, Caitlin Dever in here as Rosalind. This is one of my favorite films of the year. It is so charming. It is so witty. It pokes fun at the story of Romeo and Juliet in more ways than one. And this is a comedy that I wish would have been on the big screen because there's a lot of nostalgia to it. It feels like an early 2000s comedy with its dialogue and its soundtrack as well. It feels like it would fit in perfectly with those early 2000s romantic comedies. Rosalind is together with Romeo in the beginning of the film. He was played by Kyle Allen and he's saying all the right things, everything you would expect from Romeo, but he eventually says it to Juliet, who is played by Isabella Merced. And Rosalind realizes that she's being played. She wants to stop the wedding between Juliet and Romeo. What I like about this story is that it perfectly puts in Rosalind into the story of Romeo and Juliet. You get the same moments with the Capulets and the Montagues and all of that conflict and the love of Romeo and Juliet and their tragic moments. It perfectly puts in Rosalind to that story while also bringing forth the iconic moments of Romeo and Juliet forth. So we have all those moments with Rosalind and they're just perfectly balanced. And by doing that, you get this point of view from Rosalind, played by Caitlin Dever, and we see that she does not want to be married off by her father and she wants to live her own life. She's very sarcastic about things. She is witty. She is funny as can be. I absolutely loved Caitlin Dever's performance in here, and Rosalind was such a lovable character. I loved all the moments in here with her, and Caitlin Dever delivers the humor so well in here. There were so many times I was laughing, and not only the jokes from Caitlin Dever's side and how sarcastic and laid back she is, just the whole story as well, when we have the Capulets and the Montagues and Romeo and Juliet and how ridiculous and dramatic the story can be. The film pokes fun at that and is so self-aware. So many films are just so serious or not as deep, but this film is understanding its story and understanding how dramatic it can be, but having a lot of fun with it. This is probably the most self-aware film I have seen this year in terms of its storytelling and the performances in here and the dialogue. Everything about it realizes that the story can be over the top at times and just has so much fun with it. Now also the costume designs, the set designs feel like classic Romeo and Juliet. They understand that time period and do their best to have costume designs and set designs that match the tone and the time period. So it really does work, and I feel like there's a lot of detail to the scenes, and I was impressed with the look of this film and the soundtrack as well. It gives it that classic 2000s feeling, and at times there's romantic songs, at times there's just fun upbeat songs, but whatever song there is, it just gives you this feeling and vibe that it's supposed to be fun and enjoyable, and you're enjoying the soundtrack that matches the certain scenes that are going on with the film. We also have Minnie Driver in the film as the nurse, and there's a really funny sequence at the end of this film. It just adds more to the jokes and how self-aware this film is. It's understanding its purpose and the story as well. I enjoyed the progression of Rosalind and watching her become closer to other characters and realizing things about Romeo and Juliet and the relationship between Juliet, who is her cousin in the film, and trying to stop all that. There's some fun action scenes that also have some humor. The jokes are there. The story is so self-aware, and Caitlin Dever is just perfect in here. She's sarcastic, she's funny, she's fierce. Everything you would need from a character that leads the film, she delivers, and it's hilarious. So before I give you my score for Rosaline on Hulu, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you'd like to see where Rosaline ranks amongst all of the other 2022 releases I have seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Rosaline an A-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Rosalind on Hulu. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.